This time, we're looking at the price, focusing on what is going on with it and what it ultimately means for us, because there's a lot that we can read into this, even though it only looks like a red day. So we're going to be talking about that and a lot more in this video. Of course, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But as usual, remember, this is not financial advice. Come to your own conclusions and be safe out there, because the market is a treacherous place. But yes, if you can subscribe, please do, and if you can share the video, it would also help as well. But let's get straight into this one, and let's go back to the chart. So, as I've said before, I don't think the price action of AMC matters too much, but I think now and again, especially on days like today, it really is important to address it from a morale standpoint, because I know people can get disheartened when they see price moves like this with AMC, especially after the day that we had yesterday where things were not looking too bad. So I want to be talking about this in this video and talking about what I expect and why this is happening. So, the first thing that we can do is acknowledge what actually is happening, and to do this we're going to come into the 1 day, and you're going to see that downtrend is very persistent and it's looking to get worse actually. When you look at the chart real quick, yeah, we're coming down in the morning, again not really seeing any bottom for this one yet, and it probably is possibly going to drop a bit lower. Now so far we're sat at a decrease of 9.03%. And this is on a day where the markets are mixed. I mean, come up here, you see the major indices. To paraphrase, we're seeing the S&P being in the red, we're seeing the Dow in the same place, Nasdaq also, and the Russell's looking even worse. So the markets have been 50-50. For some portions they've been green, for some portions they've been red, but it's not really this big decline. Now, as I've said before, with AMC, or any stock for that matter, you would expect it to be moving more than the generalized index, because it's only one member of that index, which can be constituent of multiple stocks, sometimes even ranging in hundreds of stocks, just like the S&P 500. So of course this is only one part of it, so it's not going to move exactly in line, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's been a pretty flat day for the markets with a little bit of a downtrend to the end, but AMC of course has been falling for the majority of the day. Now, tying this back into what I just said about yesterday, I think this is key, because I know a lot of people thought, especially when you come out to the past month, it becomes even more apparent, this could be the bottom with AMC. And I said it this morning in our predictions video, I said it yesterday, I don't think this is going to be the bottom. I think a lot of people have been looking for a bottom for a very long time. Just go out to the past 3 or even the 6 months, but we'll do the 3, and it becomes very apparent. You know, people looking for a bottom here, and it looked like we found it for a bit. Then we went up, then we came down. Then people looking for a bottom here, then here, then here, then here. You get the picture. What I'm trying to say is, it did get worse from there. And does that mean that the Moass is not going to happen? Of course it doesn't mean that. It means nothing in particular, because the price action is irrelevant in a squeeze play. However, from a, like you said, a mental standpoint, it does matter. So let's acknowledge why this is happening. Now, first things first, when it comes to prices in the future, I don't like to give predictions, but I am going to say what I've said before. I don't think we've seen the worst of it yet. I think AMC could come down. It could come down to about 12. It could come down to 10. Who knows, it could even come down to 9. And the reason why I always say 9 is a figure is because when we think about 9, it is a big mental difference. From 10 even to 9, you know, you do feel it. You drop a number over here and it looks like a much smaller number, even though it's not really even too far away from where we are. So I would be looking for that possibly. Again, I do hope that we do not make it down to the bottom, but it is something that I am prepared for, and to be forearmed is to be forewarned, of course. So I do not see any problem actually in looking for a worst case scenario in the short term. Now, in the mid-term and the long term, nothing has fundamentally changed for the squeeze in my opinion, but you know, we do actually have to get ourselves mentally prepared for the price action that could be ahead. So that's what I think we could be looking at into the next few days. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I am preparing for it. And it goes back to what I've been saying for some time. When AMC goes down, it goes down big, but when it comes up, it doesn't really come up very big. And I'm not talking about the squeeze, of course, that is potentially going to be massive, but in the short term, we're seeing these small green days, you know, and I think what they're trying to do is get people emotionally happy and potentially wanting them to sell in this time period, because they think, oh well, this one's just going to drop more. When in actuality, who cares? Because we're here for the squeeze, we're not here for the price action. But there is a more sinister, a darker side to this price action of the $8% decline that we're seeing today, and I want to acknowledge it. Now, it's been pointed out to us by Nathan G, who is on Twitter. I'm going to go to his page and we're going to have a look at what he posted not too long ago. He's been very active, so we'll scroll down until we found the one that we wanted to see, and I do believe it would be this one. So what we've seen over here is this. It shows us he said a few things about Adam Aaron, but that's not the main focus that I want to have a look at. What I want to look at first is going to be, well, ultimately is going to be this. It's like today, there's not even enough volume to drop the price by 8%, even if it was 100% sells. The maths just doesn't add up. And by the way, AMC short squeeze is trending here, so if that doesn't show the popularity, I don't think anything does. But yeah, what the user over here was saying is, you know, this is not normal. I mean, let's have a look at the volume figures that we are seeing according to Yahoo Finance. We'll come out to the past month, and you'll see that the volume figure today isn't really too steep. You know, it's in the 40s as far as the millions go, so not really insane volume, especially when we go out to 3-month or the 6-month or even longer than that. We'll see much bigger volume figures, so you get the picture of what I'm trying to say. And it goes back to that question, where are we with AMC and what do we actually expect? What do they really expect us to believe? Because some things are believable, of course, but others are just not. It's just not believable to kind of anticipate price declines of this much on so A, little volume, and also B, little selling pressure, especially from retail. Because retail, you know, we get played off as this significant portion of people, which is fine in the general market, in my opinion. However, with AMC, that kind of does change, because if 80 to 90% of AMC's holdings is from retail investors, it means that we do actually have that power that they like to keep denying us. And, you know, like I've said before, this is not the olden days, it's not the 1950s. We don't have to listen to the mainstream media for our info anymore. We have the internet easily accessible to all of us, of course, and subsequently we can do our own research and come to our own conclusions. And this is a great thing. It's a great power which retail investors have kind of utilized in the past year or two. And I think that is how we initially got the movement of AMC and GME. So what I'm trying to say here is, look at the price section, of course, and we know where we are. We know that this one is most likely moving based on manipulation. It's one theory, but I think it is worth noting, and I thought it was worth showing you guys in a video, because I know, like I said, a lot of people are probably panicking. Again, most apes are hardened to it, I understand that, but some are going to be panicking, no doubt. And it is worth acknowledging that. And it is also worth acknowledging what we could be anticipating next as far as price moves go. Because as you know, guys, the intention of this channel is to get the good DD out there, to get the information out there, and to help educate people. If you did enjoy the video, though, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And as you already know, I should say, another video will be coming at you guys later on. So do join us for that, and I hope to see you in it. So goodbye until then. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.